and welcome to another Honda CB200 video. In this video we're going to chuck these bits back onto the motorbike. Nice and quick, nice and simple, I hope. Right, so this is where I got to with the ignition coil. So cleaned up the end blocks here, etc, de-rusted them as best I could. I put a bit of crust on there to sort of reduce the rusting, and I'm going to whack some copper grease around these end blocks here. I've not been able to get any of this sort of thermal heat sleeving. I need to try and get some of that. So for now I've got some heat shrink which I'll put on there, and I'll just leave them sort of loose as it were for now, and then when I get some of that protection stuff, it was this stuff that came off originally, sort of like a fiberglass kind of sleeving. If I open this up on the inside you might be able to see the sort of webbing stuff. I don't know how well that will show up. So yeah, I'll try and find some of that. So for now I'll leave that loose. So I'm going to cover these with a bit of a layer of copper grease at the end here, etc. Then the bolts go through, the stanchions, the off stands come off, come on to there, this side. So these go towards the back of the bike, that's the front of the bike on the right hand side of the bike. So those sleeves nut through the bike frame, and they're on. So let's put some copper grease on these, do up these bolts and get this on. First on the ignition coil, so this is the way it's going on the bike. So this is the left hand side, right hand side, and then the cables. This I need to adjust the angle for holding the tacho and the clutch cable, so we'll get that in place, do up these nuts and go from there. Black and green. Black with stripe goes to the ignition coil. Black and green go to the horn. Black to the horn, green to the horn. Black with white stripe goes to black with white stripe on the ignition coil. Ignition goes there. That thing gets held. Okay, engine bracket. Okay, so I whacked all those bits back on the bike. So there we have ignition nicely on there with that cable retainer that I managed to melt the plastic back onto. Top engine bracket, wiring nicely behind that. Coming down here we've then got HC lead. I'll put the plugs on later, keep that tidy out the way for now. Condenser attached, and then on the other side it's a bit dark, but there's the ignition coil, retainer clip for the cables, and then there's the condenser down there on top of the engine there. Need to do that up, so I need to torque that up, need to torque up the engine bolts, horns attached, etc. So yeah, all those parts nicely back on the bike, and I suppose it is looking a little bit tidier. There we go. So yeah, so I'll put the HT plugs back on at some point later on in the future. I've got to get the plugs out and replace those plugs. But there we go. So that was a quick bit of tinkering on there as I wait for the swing arm bushes to be made. So yeah, there we go. Really quick video, just putting those bits back on, following the progress. Do give a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video. Do hit the subscribe button to follow along with future videos, and of course do leave your comments below. I do read them all and I try to reply to as many as I can. Anyway, cheers, thanks for now, bye bye.